Hey everybody, just a quick follow-up video to the last one there where you saw the Predator 9000 running the whole house, garage, shop area, and this little metal building. Got a lot of great questions back, all around fuel consumption, how much does this thing take, can you really expect to get that 13-hour runtime that they advertise, and most importantly, can I run my coffee maker? First off, though, just to scale it for you, what we're talking about here is a 2,400 square foot house, 4-bedroom, 3-bath. It's 2-story. The shop garage area is about 900 square feet, and that metal building you saw at the opening there is 400 square feet. In terms of priorities, one of the main reasons I bought this generator was for water. So one of the first things I learned when I moved out of the suburbs and into the country here is that when I've got no power, I've got no water. And that means can't do basic things like flush the toilet. So I've got a little bit of reserve here with this pressure tank. I've got maybe, I think it's good for 30, 40 gallons, which is fine for a few hours. But if you're going multiple hours, multiple days without power, no water can be a real problem, and need water to make that coffee. So here's what's not included. This all-electric range, that thing's a monster. So it's not wired to that sub panel. Neither is the upstairs air conditioning unit or the downstairs. Now, the front half of this split unit is actually the furnace for downstairs, and it is wired to the sub panel that runs off the generator. I've never used it. I've got a wood-burning stove, so it just hasn't been an issue. But in theory, could run the furnace downstairs, just not either of these air conditioning units. Okay, back to what I do run. So I mentioned earlier the pressure tank, the water system basically, ability to flush toilets. I've got the water heater too, which is nice tankless unit that runs just fine. I've also got the microwave and the toaster oven, pretty high wattage items, and they do just fine. Add to that a couple of ceiling fans, the ability to wash clothes. Got the dishwasher, the big fridge freezer combo in the kitchen, as well as that freezer I showed you in the first video down in the garage. That runs too. And of course all the receptacles and lights throughout the rest of the house. And that coffee maker. I went and pulled out my records for the generator here, and I keep track of all this stuff. I like to note what kind of fuel consumption I'm getting and keep track of my oil changes and that kind of a thing. What I noticed was, especially those times where I ran it for an extended period of time, you look at this one especially, I ran that thing all day long into the evening, so almost 16 hours straight, and it only took 5.1 gallons to refill that thing back up to the top. What that equates to is about 3 hours per gallon. So this is the range I'm seeing, about 2.6 to 3 hours per gallon. If you come down here and do some real basic math, this thing's got an 8-gallon tank, and at that kind of mileage, I am seeing 21 to 24 hours of extended use on a single tank of gas. And honestly, I was kind of blown away by that. Again, these are during normal daylight, early evening hours, when preparing meals, that kind of thing, getting the kids to bed. I don't run this thing overnight. It's noisy, it's a racket, and there's no need to do it. So these are during normal use periods, and I'm seeing this kind of mileage, this kind of runtime. So super happy about that. So I don't know where they're getting this 13 hours of runtime they're advertising, but typically you see that and you think, okay, maybe 10 or 11. It's usually less than whatever they advertise, but in this case, I'm getting way more. So with a little over 78 hours on this thing, I'm just still real happy. Able to power the whole house, the garage, this little metal building here, and getting great gas mileage to boot. Boy, I've got no complaints. Okay, hit me up in the comments if there's anything else you'd like to know or another topic you'd like to see. And don't forget that subscribe button. And thanks, everyone.